Let's hope this works. Wow, I can throw this part away. Technically, recycle it. So, wow, I didn't open this yet. To open by authorized personnel only. Evidence. Victim Jamie Banks. Date 11/20/1992. Cold case. Wow, this is really cool. We're probably going to see this again tomorrow. Ooh. Ooh, it's stuff on the back. The murder mystery game that lets you be a cold case detective. Unsolved case file on November 20th, 1992. East Vernon High School was shocked by the death of an 18-year-old senior, Jamie Banks. Jamie fell from a 6-story window in the newspaper room where she also worked as an investigative reporter. Investigate identities 5 individuals who might have been in the room with Jamie, but were unable to identify a prime suspect and eventually rule it a suicide and close the case. But Jamie didn't commit suicide, she was murdered. Can you solve that case? Elude police for decades. Let's find out. Includes articles, photos, witnesses. Solve 3 objects to crack the case, check answers, and get hints online. Let's open this online. I'm gonna keep this so when I'm not using it, it can all go in the pile. This says, bonus envelope C. Do not open until after completing objective 3. Oh goodness, okay. Freeze. Okay, bonus envelope A. Do not open until after completing object 1. Bonus envelope B. Do not open until after completing object 2. Ooh, we're gonna put them back in this envelope case. Now let's check out the file. Whoa, there's so much in here. This is actually way cooler than I thought it would be. Okay, whoa. Unsolved instructions. I'm taking this out for now. Unsolved case file is a game that lets you solve a fictional crime using the evidence and documentation from the original case file. Case NO B17 11/20/1992. Objectivity 1. Prove someone was in the room with Jamie. 1 of 3. When you provide someone was in the room with Jamie just before she died, visit the website to see if you're right. unsolvedcasefile.com/Jamie1. After you prove Jamie was not alone, you may open bonus envelope A. For questions or support, please visit unsolvedcasefile.com/support. And in here we have evidence. It says bones, coins, documents, drugs, fibers, photographs, keys, jewelry, hair, glass, wood. To be opened by authorized individuals only. Do not use this envelope with evidence that has wet or damp body fluids, contains photographs relevant to the investigation. Do not bend. It has a photograph of Jamie, I believe this is. Very pretty. here we have a file. Furnace Police Department, 6x9 senior photos of Jamie Banks, suspect packet, evidence envelope, bonus envelope, newspaper article located teen dead in apparent suicide, Vitor Vance, volume 15, editor 11, case closure recommended, Mio, suspect photo, Dr. Benjamin, Olivia, Sophia, Paul, John. Person of interest, Dr. Benjamin, Olivia, Sophia, John. Lots of little marks on this paper. Local teen dead in apparent suicide by Julie Cicero, Tribune staff writer. Detective Roland Sherman of the Vernon Police Department examines evidence Friday morning in the suicide of Jamie Banks, 18. Close look, star running back's disappointing finish. Wow, this is a lot more than I thought it would. I'll admit, today was not going to be that. I was actually just going to vlog. I made a... See, that is annoying. Because this means the base to anything I make won't come off. Even hitting it won't come off. Anything I do, it will not come off. It's driving me crazy. Why is this not working? Oof. Today I'm wearing yellow because, well, I don't want to wear anything too fancy, and then I was like, well, I want to wear this during, like, the weekdays, so I didn't want to wear that. I was like, okay, I'll just wear this yellow outfit that I'm, like, half partial to. I'm like, it's cute and all, but it's better than nothing. I do love this yellow, like, cardigan, or I'm not sure what this thing is called, but it's really pretty and comfortable. And it doesn't make you too hot or too cold. It's just perfect. I am a little bit tired, even though today is President's Day, so I didn't have to worry about anyone going to school or really work today except for myself, so that was good. I'm a little bit tired. So my plans for today are to eat lunch, fix my dress like multiple times, fix my dress another multiple times, work on my small business and my TikTok, which I've been doing, play with my fidgets because I like to fidget with my fidgets. Like, they're fun to just fidget around with. The moon was a little harder to, like, get right. For some reason, it was just a little too hard for me to get perfect. I'm having trouble getting pegs into the peg. One thing I probably did not pass the test on. It's a pig fitting into a bag. Come on, bag. I'm also gonna make another 3D project, but I'm not sure which one to make. That'll be the question of the day. What to make? Computer watching the computer. I no longer have had a job that I could no longer live out here. Is that not what you said? Hi. That's exactly what I said. This is Escaping Polygamy, the show on Lifetime. Was just wondering, wonder if my tote up here with the skirt and dress was in it, and if we could find that. Yeah, it's downstairs. Do you want to get a bagel first? No, I'm just going downstairs. Fine. Okay, she's very... Then, and see if I find my tote that has my dress. Okay, I'll come with you. I was Daniel's spiritual wife for 29 years. Daniel has over 150 children, and Shirley is the mother of 12 of them. He kicked me out because I stood up for what I felt was right when I said I am tired of living a life. You're not allowed to say you're married, yet you have those children. You're encouraged to not put names on the birth certificate, so you have to protect the father who wants to be nothing. More, but a sperm donor. I have received zero maternity support from him for any of my children. That was some of the show that I've been watching. I want to get back to this weird envelope of very random things. Okay. 18-year-old Jamie was found dead. You can read this side while I read this side. Friday morning, having appeared to take her own life by leaping from a 6-story window. Okay, who jumps out of a 6-story window? Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okay. I lost my place. Of her school. Though foul play has not been ruled out, police say the body of the East Verna High School senior was found immediately by another student. They estimate the time of death to be 10:10 a.m. Banks was described by friends, classmates, and family members as well-liked and mature. MEVHS student TJ Welsinger says she was the kind of girl who was always into something. The 18-year-old was described by faculty members as a well-behaved and deeply curious student. Typing teacher Mr. Kenneton, because it was a pleasure to see her face in class every day. Jamie will be missed. Banks maintained a 3.5 grade point average and was a valued member of the school newspaper. Friends and teachers remember her making ambitious plans for college. In addition to fine scholars work, she was a gifted young actress, previously appeared in the school play production of Peter and the Wolf and Grease at Pierce Elementary School and Dilton Junior High School. The night before her death, Banks played Juliet in East Verna's productions of Romeo and Juliet. Friends recall how deeply immersed Banks was in her work as an actor. She took her acting very seriously. A bad review she received in the school paper really upset her, says Mr. Kennett. Co-star Olivia Underwood, who served as Banks' understudy for the role of Juliet, remembers Banks as a very gifted actress. She inspired me with trying, and adds, Jamie worked so hard to play Juliet. She still tried so hard to pull it off. Her effort was so admirable. Police are engaged in an ongoing investigation, reading the apparent suicide. In case like this, we always want to make sure we're not missing something, says Police Detective Roland Sherman. Detective Sherman provided little suspects. We can confirm that we did find a suicide note, but the contents are confidential and will remain so. The veteran detective is determined to conduct a complete investigation, and let's just say there's a lot of work to be done before we can close the case. Okay, just from reading that article, one, the suicide note being off limits is really strange, because usually, like, people read those now. I don't know back then, but that was something that I always learned in, like, the cases. They're like, oh, the suicide note. 2, here's my biggest thing. If she had goals to go to college, usually that doesn't entail suicide right off the bat. Not necessarily. Usually people who want to commit suicide tie up loose ends, don't have plans to go to college, are sad. Started at 11:15 yesterday morning in a private chapel in the northeast wing and has caused damage which will cost millions to repair. The bulk of the collection has now been saved by the royal family, and locals alike have been stalked by the thumping of the blaze. Closer look, star running back's disappointing finish. Fans, coaches, and teammates are life stumped by Johnny Raku's performance in Friday night's state championship game by Brock and a tribute staff writer. The Spartans' 3 touchdowns loss to the Colts came as a huge shock not only to East Vernon detected fans, but to high school football fans around the state who have followed the career of senior John. Rakua is in his 3rd year being voted All-State, and many expect the star running back to lead the Spartans to an easy victory. A screen pass midway through the first quarter against Wichita. It was his first of 12 drop passes. Instead, fans at Jason County Stadium witnessed the worst game of Raku's career. He carried the ball 27 times for a net yard of 1 and fumbled 4 times. He was also flagged 5 times for sporting man-like conducted before getting ejected. Early this season, when asked about scholarship offers from USC, Stanford, and Boston College during a local TV morning show, the handsome running back blushed and said his only hope was to make everyone in Vernon proud. It's unlikely his Friday night performance achieved that goal. Late in the game, the angry crowd began chanting, "We want Russell," a demand for Raku to be replaced by his backup running back, Manuel Russell. When asked about his poor performance, the stunned Raku could only shake his head. The only thing Raku had to say about the dreadful performance was, "I just felt really empty out there, like I was alone. I couldn't focus. It was really loud, and the pressure, it was too high. East Vernon Ford. They give you all these cars. Okay. Vernon Voice, East Vernon High School newspaper, Banks, Bombs, and Romeo and Juliet. Oh, poor thing. That's always tough when you get a critic like that. By Craig Zigerman. East Vernon High School's drama productions have always been something to look forward to, even when they struggle to find the talent necessary to fulfill bringing the production to life. The play typically makes up for in heart what the amateur actors lack in pure talent. This year's production of Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare's classic tale of abstinence, love gone tragically wrong, is a sad expression. This production has the talent, but lacks heart. Most specifically, it lacks a Juliet with the heart needed to gain the audience's empathy. Actress Jamie Banks has already demonstrated her ability to tackle complex theatric roles. We've seen her in last year's performance of Little Shops of Horror, as well as other plays. But Juliet is a role that requires more than a memorize of lines, requires an empathetic figure to guide us into the play's moral center. And Jamie Banks isn't up to the task. Without that, nothing in Romeo and Juliet can work. And it didn't. Robert Romanier delivers a superb performance as Romeo, giving us all the wide-eyed infatuation of a teenager in the grips of young love. And the production design deserves kudos for really trying the audience into 4th century Italy. But without a warm Juliet, Romeo might as well have been acting with a mannequin. In a role that determines warmth, Banks provides a Juliet straight from Antarctica. It seems pretty clever, after seeing her dazzle us with the performance in the past, that we finally found her weakness, playing a real person with a real heart. But then again, maybe having a real heart is something Banks surely can't fake. 17th Annual EVHS Career Day. Last Andrew, Tuesday, East Vernon High School was proud to host the 17th Annual Career Day. Students enjoyed an opportunity to meet with local business professionals, college administration, and military to learn more about their opportunities outside the walls of EVHS. Staff coordinator Mr. Patterson said all the help I received from other students and administration this year made recognizing the event a buzzer. Can't wait to do it all over again next year. Vice Principal Lambert, looks like you have everything under control here, Mr. Patterson. Upcoming events and games and upcoming EVHS games and contests. Wayne's World Costume Contest. The Cosmetology Club will be hosting a Wayne's World themed costume contest next Tuesday, the 24th at 3:15 in the cafeteria. Dress up as your favorite Wayne's World character and the winner will receive a $25 gift certificate for Blockbuster Shoeing. Culinary Delight Showdown. Mrs. Sweeten's Home Economics 101 class will be participating in the annual Thanksgiving Bake-Off this Saturday at 10 a.m. in room 301. Pottery Olympic competition. There's a lot more to this, and we will read all of it later.